I'm just seeing how y'all not correlating beating the hell out your kids with a belt is not coming from slavery. A slave not doing what his master want him to do, and the slave master is beating the hell out of him with a whip. That sounds very familiar, doesn't it?
Peace, peace. As y'all can see, that video is something that, none of us new to. We grew up seeing them type of things. But before we dive into the video, I want y'all to, like, comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications, and you just got to give it raw and rugged. So, as y'all can see, I'm walking my son, right? I get it, like a lot of us is getting away from, quote unquote, what our parents or grandparents or great grandparents did as far as whooping. A lot of times when I say that beating your kids is lazy as hell, a lot of times when I say that, people assume I'm the type of parent that just let my kid do whatever. I'm gonna let my kid hit his mom, hit his nana, hit whoever, you know what I'm saying? And that shows a lack of intellect, and that shows that we have, our brain capacity can only go but so far. And what I mean by that is this: what we do. Kid that's naturally quiet, like I was a naturally quiet kid, and for those that do know, I was homeschooled. So people will call me a good kid, but people will call my brother a bad kid, which was a middle child. And that's a whole nother video as far as a middle child. So people will call him a bad kid because he didn't act how I act. In reality, he's not a bad kid. He was a person that wanted to be outside, you know what I'm saying? Wanted to be out in nature, wanted to be out really in tune. So what I've learned with having so many nieces and nephews and having a son now is we have to be careful with labeling people, and we have to be careful when we hear things to be able to compartmentalize. Am I beating any of my nieces and nephews? No. But you know what's crazy? Anybody that may have discipline and they feel the discipline in that way, they listen to me more than the person that's putting the belt on them. So how do people explain that? So even I always tell people, if you hold on, I gotta pick some up. Even when you look at other cultures that quote unquote kids really respect their parents, why isn't these kids getting hit with extension cords and this and that? So this is where we have a hard time understanding, and I know we like to get away from it, and I've even gotten away from it, but a lot of times we don't understand a good portion of our tradition and how we behave in relationships, parenthoodships, friendships, and whatever ship, that come from slavery.
I'm just seeing how y'all not correlating beating the hell out your kids with a belt is not coming from slavery. A slave not doing what his master want him to do, and the slave master is beating the hell out of him with a whip. That sounds very familiar, doesn't it?
I'm not one of these quote unquote conscious niggas that's going to just say that and make it literally does. Because the reason it comes from slavery, if you take the time out of your day to research how were we disciplining our children pre-slavery and then after slavery. I'm not here to give a whole presentation of that. Y'all can go do your own research. But I'm making this video because there's a lot of people that I know personally that's not quote unquote beating their kids, but they taking it literal, meaning I'm not gonna beat my kid, so I'm gonna let him do whatever. No, there's many different forms of getting a kid to be calm. And the easiest way is not to be lazy. I have a nephew. I'm very personable because I know if I share my story, somebody, I have a following at this point, so somebody else can hear that. Not every kid is gonna be quiet when you say, "Hey, that's not gonna work." You can try to debo, you can try to do whatever, or you can actually get off your A, stop being lazy, and do this. You can stop being lazy, stop saying the kid won't listen, the kid a crybaby, and do this. So it's no guaranteed results in parenthood. You know what I'm saying? You can do whatever, but the whole point of parenthood is to minimize the chances of this person going in a spiral in their life. You know what I'm saying? So let's just cut that out, because I posted within the last 2 to 3 years. I posted, and every time I've posted, it always went viral of a split. It's always people that's like, y'all generation effed up now because y'all didn't whoop so and so. And I'm like, bro, I'm gonna say that for another video, but I have to say this. Yes, did people quote unquote obey their parents more? Yes. But a lot of people skip over a lot of people been touched in that same era. There's a lot of women in their 50s now that was violated in their teens, and that will be in the 60s, that will be in the 70s, that will be in the 80s, that was so scared of saying certain stuff because a whooping will come, or so-and-so won't believe me. So, and I'm not even getting on to people. I understand the fear tactics of things that's passed down. But I wanted to get on here to say it's lazy to beat kids because you have so many avenues with children. You can take him to the park. There's not even a big park where I'm at. It's like some little neighborhood park, but it has a trail over here. Some kids might not like the park. You can take them to the trail. You can drive kids around. Y'all drive to go to the club. Y'all drive to do everything else. So you can take your A up and drive your kid around so he can calm down. Oh, I ain't finna waste gas for that. You waste gas for that boyfriend you talking to that ain't really rocking with you, for that girl that's only there for a certain reason. So like I said, this is just part one. Beating your kid is lazy. Now, if you did all the things that I've suggested, which I highly doubt, and I've never seen it done, if you do all these adventurous things with your kids, that's free, and none of the things that I said cost money, there's a damn near 90% chance that none of these problems will exist. Well, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and I just wanted to get this commentary on this particular video, and I love y'all. Peace.